we live in the age of this selfish driver for sure. The one who's out here making last-minute decisions and not considering all of their surroundings and the danger they can put others in by not regarding other vehicles on the road. Take a look at this thing. This is what someone buys when they can't decide between a Jeep and a pickup. But anyway, this highway just narrowed down from 3 lanes to 2, and this driver is approaching this trailer. So this driver decides that he wants to go around the trailer on the right, which is a first mistake. When he makes this decision, he starts with the lean over instead of starting with the blinker, which is the opposite of the way that you're supposed to do that. And then I can't tell if he checked and saw that I was right here or he didn't check at all, but either way just started to come on over. As in, who cares if there's a car here? I want to pass this truck, and I'm nowhere near smart enough to consider the danger I'm about to create. Then, once he's halfway into the lane, he doesn't realize he's cutting me off. He doesn't care about that. He realizes the truck is just waiting for the clearing to do the right thing and get out of the way, and he jerks back into the passing lane and goes around. This is how a selfish POS drives. Look at this shot before we roll this clip. Look how there's absolutely no cars giving absolutely no reason to have to get out of this lane at this very minute. Additionally, my being right here is a really good reason to not get into this lane at this very minute. But is the driver of this Sequoia the thinking kind of driver? Apparently not. I mean, seriously, there was no reason at all for this lane change other than stupid effing driver syndrome. I mean, I'm watching this right now, and I still can't understand why this dumbass couldn't do this in the lane they were already in. Clearly, after all the clips I've shared here, it's safe to say that stupid idiots get a hold of vehicles much easier than they should be able to. There's a big percentage of drivers out here that do not deserve the privilege of driving, and they actually go out and prove it every day. Even worse is that it seems to be just as easy for one of these dumb shits to get a trailer and hitch it to their truck. On this drive, I'm approaching this cluster of cars over here. Notice this car has his blinker on already. I saw this and expected the driver to pull out into this lane as they were trying to get around these other vehicles. But what I didn't expect was this hard stomp on the brakes, because this jackass decided he was going to pull out despite the fact that this car just moved into position here, and this was not going to be a safe move. I mean, if you don't understand and it takes a stupid ass to do this, you shouldn't be operating a truck or pulling a trailer. Exiting the highway here, I want you to keep an eye on this car over here. Now, we move ahead. There. They just put on their signal as they wish to move over and get on the highway. Now back it up a bit so you can see the big gap of space where they should be able to get over. Back to where the blinker was activated. Now they're thinking about it. Thinking about it. It seems this car has even let off the gas to allow them to get over, and the driver still thinks about it, and lets the car get closer and closer. I mean, at this point, I'm sure this driver isn't even sure that they're actually going to come over. They had plenty of room to do this already. Why wouldn't they have already done it? Looks like they just forgot they had the blinker on. And then, of course, when there's no room left and this car is as close as it's been since we got off the highway, the driver chooses that this is the best time to make this move. Right in front of this police officer, who, by the way, couldn't be bothered to enforce a traffic law. Didn't do anything. It's been a while since I caught a Brakewaster. But that doesn't mean they're not out there. I'm sure many of you know what I'm referring to. I'm behind this truck and I notice the brakes keep getting tapped. From this perspective, it doesn't look like there's a car right in front of the truck, so I wonder what's going on. Then, when I see this car make this move, I start to think there's really no reason for this. So I finally get a chance to make a move around the truck, and while I do, the driver starts braking again. Freeze it. As you can see right here, they're braking for no reason at all. This driver was just a Brakewaster all along. Stay alert and stay safe on the roads, because these are typical encounters when driving an SATX.